participation de Jocelyne Berroa. Non, lui.
Je m'appelle Coupé, Coupé, Bibamba.
Non, l'autre. Préparez-vous, car les bonnes choses ne durent jamais. Attention, le top des tops revient en colère.
Yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, anywhere you're watching us from. This is Cartel Airwaves Online Television with your favorite program, Political Hour, as we are here to discuss lengthily about the Malawi Union and also issues that are affecting the Malawians and Africans in the state of Kuwait.
Avec la participation de Jocelyne Berroa.
Let's continue for the share the program. Let's start to share the program. Just go on Facebook. If you never follow us yet, go on Facebook, type Cartel Airwaves Online Television, and then follow us right now on Facebook, and also on Instagram, Cartel TV 123, and also on YouTube, Cartel Airwaves Online Television, and on TikTok, Cartel TV 123. Invite your friend, tell your friend, so that your friend will tell his friend, so that they will be part of this program. We are are here today to discuss lengthily about things that are happening in the African community in the state of Kuwait, and also issues that are affecting the Malawians here in the state of Kuwait. Stay tuned. As you know, Cartel Airwaves is for Africans. We are extending our cameras to all nationalities in the state of Kuwait, to all African nationality in the state of Kuwait. Stay tuned.
Avec la participation de Jocelyne Berroa.
If you never follow us here, just go on Facebook, type Cartel Airwaves Online TV, Cartel Airwaves Online TV, Online Television, and then follow us now. And also go on TikTok, Cartel Airwaves TV 123. Follow us on TikTok and also on YouTube, Cartel Airwaves Online Television. Yes. This is how we are going to start again. This is how we are going to start today's program. You know, I'm Abdurrahim Kago, the host for this particular show, and I have my guest here. I will allow my guest to introduce himself. Yes, sir. Good evening and welcome to Cartel Airwaves Online Television.
Good evening. I'm humbled to be at this program.
Okay.
So that I can share some thoughts with Africans and everyone who is watching us live now.
All right, my viewers want to know exactly which part are you coming from and what's your name?
Okay, my name is Abdulrazak Ibrahim. I'm a secretary to the Malawian Union in Kuwait.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are Abdulrazak
Ibrahim.
Let me start first with the union before we come to the issues that are affecting the African community in the state of Kuwait. How long the union have been in existence, the Malawi Union?
Yeah, the union has been there since I think 2015, 2014 from that side, and we have been rebranding it soon from 2020. That's when we started rebranding it, so that those Malawians who were not aware of this union, we have to inform them. Those who are coming in newly from outside, coming in Kuwait, we are introducing it to them. We have a WhatsApp platform that we are engaging every Malawian to be there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Can you tell us the present situation now in the Malawi Union?
Yeah, the situation. It was like disagreement before we voted our current president.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are trying to engage those guys to be in the same boat. We are trying our best, but the situation now I think is smoother than before.
All right. So the situation now is better than before.
Yeah.
So now you are the secretary to this present union. You are the secretary to the present union.
Yes.
All right. So what the union is about, or the Malawi Union?
Yeah, the union is about to be together for ways and good. We remember when we are rebranding it, we went to the wedding of our brother who was getting married to a certain female from Cameroon, and then when we were there, we saw that we were feeling something that if we could be together, it can be much easier. So that everybody wanted to do things on his own, so we tried to rebrand it so that we should be together on the same platform, sharing ideas and helping each other in the good and bad.
All right, you are saying about rebranding.
Yeah.
Is it that the union was once big upside, then you say let's start again, or can you explain that particular aspect?
Okay, the thing is, Malawians, we are not much here.
Okay.
So those who came first, around 2014, there was a president who had been selected by being just appointed with those who were there, that you should be leading us as our president. So after for so long time, we didn't have any election like to choose another one after him. So we suggested that we should come together and start again from that point. So we selected another president, who is Mr. Afik Dumbo, followed by his vice president, Hafrez Makembwa.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed. So now we are at our first year in office, because our tenure is 2 years term.
So the tenure is for 2 years.
Yeah.
So you are presently on the first
year. Yeah.
Okay, the first year. So when does this election take place? Took place exactly.
It was in February. It was in January, but the office, we started working as in office in February.
All right. You started office effectively at February.
Yeah.
So what's the relationship between the union and the embassy?
Yeah, now it is good. We have been trying to engage them in some of aspects of us, with our problems, with our things. It is working good. But before, we were in the lockdown, so engaging them, it was so difficult. But now with the free movement, we are trying our best.
All right, with free movement, you are trying your best. So let me bring you back to the election process.
Yeah.
During the time of the election process, can you please explain how the election was being conducted?
Okay, we have our electoral body that we choose before this election. So the contestant started participating, doing their campaigns, and I was the one doing my campaign as a secretary to be voted in. And towards that, it started people, fighting over the position that were eligible for that position. So it was like the disagreement between us.
Okay.
So the other party started to drop off, that we are not part of this. And then they pulled out and they started their own group. Some of them, but now after I engaged them after the elections, they're coming back.
All right. So in this particular process, how many aspirants, how many candidates are going for the president, the union president?
Yeah, for the first time it was only 2.
Okay.
So after one suggested that he will not continue, one from that side, he came out alone as that he will be as an independent candidate. So for the voting process, it was only 2 candidates.
All right.
Yeah.
So those candidates that are applied for, or those aspirants that aspire for the particular position, are they still in Kuwait or they are outside Kuwait?
Yeah, both of them are here.
So how the voting process was being conducted?
The voting process was conducted via online. That's everybody was who wanted to participate was asked to register via the electoral body that we chose. After registering, they were verifying if the person is really in Kuwait and he is a Malawian. That's the process how it was done.
All right, so you want to tell our viewers that it's only Malawians that participated in the voting process, or other nationality participated, because since it's an online process?
Yeah, it's an online, but because, as I said earlier, that Malawians were few here, less than 500. So the majority, we know each other. So by the verification process, the electoral body, they were aware about that, so they were verifying every process, every candidate, every person who's registered to be participating in voting.
All right. How do you guys select the electoral body?
It was about the group. It was choosing the people. Everybody was just suggesting the name and putting to the group that I suggest this guy or this woman should be in the electoral body. So after the agreement from both parties, because we had 2 parties at that time.
Okay.
So from the agreement from this between 2 parties, they agreed that we should have this electoral body, and they selected the chairman and the other stuff there.
So since you have a particular forum that you guys all discuss, so unanimously you guys agree that the commission, the electoral body should be these people,
Yes.
and the two parties accepted.
Accepted.
So then they allowed the voting to be online voting.
Yes.
So why do you guys decide to do the voting online rather than creating a space or renting a place where people will come and vote?
Yeah, it was suggested that maybe we should use the embassy premises for the voting, but the majority allowed for online processing due to others who maybe will be unable to attend it visually. So we suggested that online is the best for everyone to attend, to participate.
All right. So after the election has been conducted online, so how did the result comes out? Is it through online process, or can you explain to our viewers?
Okay. The results also came through online as we had the hope and we trusted those people who are in the electoral body that will conduct the fair electoral process. So we trusted the results, these are the results that came out.
Okay, so let me bring you back to the then government, the past government, because you're part of the then government or just this present government?
Only this present government.
All this present government. After the election has been conducted, the past government hand over everything to the union, or can you explain that to our viewers based on the past government?
Yeah, the past government, because since we came to the office, we've been trying to talk to them to hand over some things like the money if they have to us, but due to some circumstances we failed to do that. But we talk to them now and then. It is in the process that we have to meet them. If they have something to give us, they should do that.
All right. So my viewers and our viewers want to know, how do you guys generate funds?
Okay, we have the contribution, monthly contribution. That's every Malawian at this point in time, because we, like I said, we have rebranded this union recently. So we suggested that at this point we should every Malawian should contribute 1 KD per month.
So you guys have a monthly contribution that every Malawian should contribute.
Yes.
Right. So what are the benefits if somebody's my Malawian brother, my Malawian friend, my Malawian sister, or my Malawian mother, they are watching us now, and how could they contribute this money?
Yeah, we have a treasury that's they are there to collect the money, and the benefits are maybe if you are sick, you go to the hospital, the union will pay 40% of your hospital bill.
Okay.
And if someone passed away from your family, the first degree, and there's, for now we have 20 KD as to be given to the person.
So if the individual is staying in Kuwait, or even if let's say the first degree of the family is staying back home,
yes.
So you guys are contributing for that particular individual, since the person is in the union.
Yes, if you are in union but your family is back home, the union have to contribute to that. Only those who are in the first degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we come to the issues right now that is affecting the union, because I need to understand there are so many hiccups in the union. Let's clear first the election process. After the election has been conducted and your party won the election, so does the other party accepted the voting aspect online?
Yeah, the person that contested as run-up accepted the results.
Okay.
Those who did not participate until now, they don't accept that we are in the office now. That's where the problem comes in, but we are trying to engage them that they should accept. If they want to learn again for the office, they should come next year. If the people like them, they will vote for them into the office.
All right, so there is a certain constitution that governs you guys, or you are just doing it orally?
No, we have constitution.
Okay.
Yes, a written constitution. The constitution was written before the elections.
Okay, so let's come in the constitution. So the constitution mandated that for every union should run for how many 2 years.
2 years.
So now for you guys, you are running for the first time.
For the first year.
The first year. Okay, the then government, how many years did they run for?
For that time, I think there wasn't I think called constitution. They were just governing as a mutual interest.
Okay.
That
Majority carries the vote.
Yes.
Okay.
There wasn't a constitution that this one will be following this one. That's why we say we have to rebrand this one. Wherever there's a lot of people, there should be something that should lead you where you are going.
So before rebranding, is it that you guys amend the constitution first before you guys made the constitution first before rebranding the union, or after rebranding the union then you guys make the constitution?
I think constitution was inside and rebranding the union. We came together, started rebuilding the union, and then we suggested that we should have the constitution, written constitution.
All right. So the written constitution, you guys all agree unanimously, and then sit down, write the constitution before the election, or after the election before you pen down the constitution?
No, the constitution was there before the election, and this constitution was there before the other party left the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since we don't have the constitution now, because we'll try to get in the constitution from the Malawi aspect, the Malawi constitution, so that we'll go through the constitution and then we'll discuss lengthily on the constitution. Let me bring you back to the union. Since you guys took office for 1 year now, what are the things that you guys have been doing for the Malawi community instead of Kuwait here?
Yeah, for very recently, we are working tirelessly to bring every Malawian, wherever he is in Kuwait, to be in the same platform, the same boat, especially those who feel that they are not part of us. This group is the group that left us in the voting process. So we are trying to engage them in every way possible so that we should be together.
You're talking about the opponents group?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And we've been working tirelessly in the contribution so that the union should have the source of fund, so that in every problem, or if you have the celebration somewhere, the union must have a backup of anything that's needed the money to be there.
So roughly, can you tell us how many people are in this union that you're talking about, the Malawi Union?
Currently, those registered as we have a WhatsApp group. Those registered there, and it's 150 something now.
Okay.
Towards 200 because we have just received new Malawians coming from Malawi, more than 20. So we have welcomed them to the group. So now towards to 200.
Okay. Let me bring you back to our ladies. How many ladies you have in Kuwait that are part of the union?
I don't have an exact number, but according to my knowledge, I think it should be less than 50.
All right. So less than 50. Are they working inside or they are outside?
There are some working inside, there are some outside.
So those that are working inside, did they partake in the election process, the online voting?
Yes, the online process came because of those who are inside. So we suggested that it should be online because of them.
So since the opposition party are left, are they still working with you guys, or they form their own group to be communicating or doing their own stuff doing their own things on their own?
Well, we just heard that they have their own group, but I don't have real evidence that they have a group, but I just hear from people that they have a group and they are doing their own stuff there.
So, but they are not part of your own group, that's what I'm asking, because as you said, you have a WhatsApp forum, right, that
yes.
You guys pass out information.
Yeah.
Are they part of this WhatsApp forum?
No, they are not there. But if there is anything that is supposed to reach every Malawian, if it comes first to us, we share the information to them, because some of them, they are my friends. We play football together, so we share the information. If this information I have to go to every Malawian, we try our best to to give the information to everyone.
All right, that's exactly what I want to ask you, because you guys have a platform that you guys pass out information. But since these people are not in the platform, and then let's say they are also inside, because I concern mostly about our sisters that are working inside, because they want to join us outside, but because of the work that brought us in Kuwait, make them not to be able to join us outside. So of our sisters that are working inside, and also our brothers that are not in Mabola or Fawania, how did this information reach to them? How did you guys pass on information, and then the information reach to them?
Yeah, first, so we do pass the information via the group, and if it is within the group, that's it, no problem. That we have passed the information to the group. But if you want the information to reach far out of the group, we say to everybody, if you have your friend who is not here, please pass this information to them.
Okay, so that's the way you guys pass on information.
Yes.
All right. Okay, let me bring you back. Since you guys took power now, since the election was on February, right?
Yes.
The election was on February.
It was in January.
Okay, on January, and then after the election, then your party come in. So what are how many contribution that people are given now to, or how many contribution you have now currently in the union?
Yeah, people are really contributing, but to have the exact figure, I think I have to ask the treasurer first. But now I don't have the exact figure. But people are still paying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people are turning up, and they are working with the union endlessly.
Yes.
So how many executive comprise in this union?
In executive, we have the president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and we have 4 members in.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's say 7 or 8.
Yes, we should say 7.
7.
We should 8. 4 by the votes.
Okay.
And those votes suggested that they should have some members, so they selected members which they are beneficial to the community, so we engage them to be part of the executive.
All right. The president is still here in Kuwait.
Yes, he's still here.
All right. What is the president actually doing to make sure that the union will be at the top?
Yeah, this is not a one-man job. We are trying to do things as a group. We are working as a group, as a team. So if there is anything that should contribute or should maintain the group, anything beneficial to the group, we work together as a group, as a team. It's not only a one-man job.
Okay, based on this crisis right now, based on this saga right now that is going on, what is the union contributing to the Malawi community? Since they are part of the union, what is actually the union is doing based on the saga that is going on for the community, the Malawi community here in Kuwait?
Yeah, the first of thing we say, you cannot go far if you want to leave some behind. So when we entered into the power, we said the first thing we have to engage those who are out. We should be together.
Okay.
That's what we have been working for the past, and till now we are working tirelessly so that we should be together. This is not the thing that will stop, will not make us fail, and we will try our level best to engage them to be part of us.
All right. So since you are trying your best to engage them to be part of the union, yes. Is it that the effort is coming from just one individual or cooperatively from the union aspect?
Yeah, from the first it came out from the executive, so we engaged the other people. You know, in the community we have influential people that those who are not maybe in power, but they are influential to the others. So we try to engage those people to bring us together. We informed them, we engaged the meeting. After that, we went to the embassy. Us and the other opponents, we went to the embassy. So now all the things in the hands of the embassy working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you once said, the union and the embassy, they are working closely, hand in hand, to see how best they Malawi community, they will satisfy, or rather, let's say they will work in the interest of the Malawi community in Kuwait.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let me bring you back to the issue right now on ground. Let's say that the saga, because my main concern is for our sisters, those that are inside working. What are the constraints they are facing? Because because if they are working inside and then they are part of the union, for anything that they are facing, the constraint that they are facing is that they must relate to the executive of the union, or if they don't relate it to the executive of the union, they must relate it to the embassy. So what are these constraints that they are facing?
Yeah, the thing is, we have been trying, because as you know, it has been rebranded new recently. So we have been trying to engage each and everyone who is inside or those who are outside. If they have any problem, they have to engage us so that we should see where we can take their problems to. And the union is working day and night with the embassy and other unions like Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria, so that we should be together. There might be some information that maybe Malawians know, but the Sierra Leones they don't know. So we are trying to work hand in hand with the other unions so that we should get the information that might be beneficial to our community also.
All right. So how do you guys plan this particular word that you just said to engage the other union or the other presidents or the other executive so that the whole Kuwait community will work hand in hand based on the union, they work hand in hand to see how best will satisfy the interests of the people?
Yeah, the thing is, things work in a process. We start one by one, and recently, as I said, we are working first on the contribution. We should have the funds. When going places, you need transportation to take a cab or taxi. So we should have a financial stable from the union. We should not only rely on the personal pocket. So we are trying that, and then our own problems as the union, like we should be closely together so that we should not left someone behind. After that, we should be looking at the other stuff to engage with the other unions.
All right. So you are trying all you could. You are trying all your best so that you will engage with other union.
Yeah.
Okay. In this process of engaging the other union, the past government, the then government, did they engage, or they were working with other union?
Yeah, for that I can't tell because I was not inside the learning government.
All right, but you are those time you are in Kuwait here.
Yeah.
At that particular moment.
Yes.
So, but you don't have any clue, or you are not an active member in the union.
I can say that I was not active, but the main thing that I can tell is that those years we were working with some other guys from other union, especially if we have the sports activities we are doing together, like competition, football competition. We have been engaged as Malawian community. We have been participating with other unions. So if it was like that time, which means the relationship between our union then and the other union was good.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, okay. Based on football activities, the football activities, these are where men meet together,
Yeah.
Guys meet together, so that they will share understanding to each other. All right, let's say now, if someone is not in the union and then that particular individual has a problem, or that particular person has a problem, the union will intervene to see how best they will seek the interest of the person, but because the person is not part of the union will not see how best they will engage to seek the interest of that particular individual.
I think it will depend with the problem.
Okay.
There are some problems that, according to just personalities, you have maybe to take care of that problem because we are all Malawians, apart from being in the union or not. But there are some stuff that maybe like require money, especially like I said, we are contributing. So we cannot take the contributions money to be given to someone who is not contributing. That's not fair. So if you are not in the union and you need something from the union that concerns maybe about the money or that to engage the money, we are not a part of that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let me bring you back because you cannot run the union without money.
Yeah.
You know, the money is more important. If people are paying their dues, people are paying their contribution. The union will see how best they will try in their own way to satisfy, or they will try in their own way to appeal the people. All right. Let me bring it back. So this monthly contribution, are people actively paying their monthly contribution, or let's say 40% or 60% is paying the monthly contribution, or 40% is not paying?
We can say there are some people indeed they are trying to pay. There are some that because the fees it looks small, but they just say maybe I'll pay later, but the time is going. So we can say maybe 50% they are paying. Those 50%, some of them are just saying I'll pay all my dues in the one time, maybe in the next month. They're just saying maybe next month, but the time is going. But the 50% of the group they are trying to pay.
All right. So this 50% of the group that are trying to pay, the union is trying their best to satisfy them, or what actually the union is doing to the 50% that are paying their monthly dues?
Yeah, because we are not expecting that maybe we will be having activities in each and every day. So for the lesson 3 month we will be just paying. We didn't have anything that engaged the money. So the money is intact, and we are urging our Malawians community that they should continue contributing. Those who are not paying, they should contribute so that for the betterment of ours tomorrow.
Okay, for the betterment of the Malawi community in the state of Kuwait. So, how do the Malawians community usually meet? Like a meeting point, or how do you guys usually meet? Like, let's say, for a meeting with the whole community, the Malawi community.
I can say since I came here, I've never been engaged in a meeting where all Malawians are there.
Okay.
But we have been in the meetings with Malawians in some occasions, like in the embassy several times. We have like our friends' room. We just organize ourselves maybe to go to the beach, have fun there. That's maybe the meeting that we have been conducting.
All right. So the union right now, the present union, is not creating any spot or any way for the union to meet the people.
No, the need is there, but with the current situation in Kuwait, we have like some Malawians that we don't have valid documents. So to protect them, we have to switch it to the later days. We will have that. We are working on that. That we should have the meetings with all Malawians, and we have been saying this to the embassy. So in future, I think after maybe this month, if this scenario that is happening in Kuwait, it will be slowed down, we will have that.
All right. So because of the present situation right now in Kuwait, so you guys are preventing the Malawians not to involve, and then you are preventing the community as whole not to involve in the present situation. Okay. After this whole saga, maybe this whole saga will end this week, or maybe this whole saga we don't know the time that this whole saga will end. So is there going to be an activity that the union is going to undertake?
Yes, definitely. There are a lot of activities that they will be there. One of them, I think, football is number one that brings people together. So we are working on that. That we should have maybe the match between. We will choose a team from our African community. That one will call all the Malawians to be together.
Okay.
And some activities like get together, knowing each other. That one we are working on that. It could be done before, but only that with this situation we just shifted to later day.
Because back in the days, I cannot remember again the year, there was a beach fiesta, or maybe a pool party that was organized by the Malawians. A boat ride, right? Yeah. A boat ride that was organized by the Malawians. So that particular area, it was the then government at that particular time? Because I made to understand that it was the union that organized that particular boat ride.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
It
that
was just Malawians.
Malawians.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Inside the Malawians, the union, their organizations also.
No, they are not organization, but as you know, wherever there is people, you might be having maybe 3 to 4 friends that are very close to each other. So on them, maybe they can organize some activities like inside the Malawian Union. We have also a subsidiary on it that we create a group that it is there for the football.
Okay.
So if the football team has organized something like a veto, or maybe they have a match, and you see Malawians there, it's by Malawians, but with a subsidiary group that called Flames in Malawi, Flames in Kuwait.
All right. Okay. In the union, okay. Sorry, in the constitution, there are phrases that indicate that apart from the union, I should organize for me, my friend, and another person should organize a particular organization. Then we register to the union, or that particular phrase is not included in the union. In the constitution.
No, it is not there. Yeah, it's just maybe if you want, but it should not hinder the community. Maybe like the football. What matters to us most is that Malawians should be together, working together here in Kuwait. And if we have something common that we should do, or our Malawians back home will benefit from us, we should do that. We don't have a problem with that.
All right. Okay. But it's not in the constitution. But if people organize an organization on their own, and then they bring that organization to the union will not allow or accept them.
No, if the purpose of creating the other group is to be other than the mutual interest of Malawians, I think the union will not accept that. But like as I said, we just hear that there is another group that has Malawians there, those who are not part of our union. Like that group, that's why we are trying our best to engage them to come to us as a one group.
All right,
but if the
let me bring you back so you understand my question exactly. I'm not talking about political group.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not talking about the opponent that creates his own group. I'm talking about entertainers apart from football, because you guys recognize the football that if they invited the football, or the football have an activities, the union will partake in that particular activity. I'm talking about like an organization, for me and my friend. I'm from Malawi, and my friend is from Malawi, and we are part of the union. We are contributed members in the union. Then we said, let's organize an organization so that we'll bring in also the Malawians to be part of this organization to be making like a bush ride, organizing the Malawians also together. But we are part of the union. That the union allow those people?
Yeah, no problem. As long as the organization will not bring the problems to the Malawians, because like you can establish the group, instead of maybe we should be drinking alcohol, which is not allowed here in Kuwait, and our union will not support that. But if it is the group that it will be there for the good of the Malawians, like sport gives the energy to the people. If you are bringing people so that they should be doing sport, no problem with that. If you are bringing people, maybe they should be playing football, they should be going to the lake, going everywhere for the good purpose. We don't have a problem with that. Okay. But only those groups that they are there to bring confusion, to bring problems to our community, to the police, to Kuwait as large, the community, our union will not support that groups.
Okay, yeah, because we all know the laws of Kuwait.
Yeah.
And then if you want to create an organization that also will not affect the Kuwait government, we all know the laws.
Yeah.
So okay, let me bring you back again to this particular. Let me bring you back again to this particular the union. Since you are the secretary of the union, the pen pusher of the organization, what actually have you been into the organization? Because you're just a pen pusher. What actually the union has been into?
Yeah, the union, as I said, it's a newly rebranded thing. So we are not in that much far that we have been gone through, but we are trying. We're in the process. The thing that we are pushing now for the, like as I said, contribution, bringing Malawians together, engaging other organizations, other unions together, so that we should see which one is best for us. Like maybe development back home, what should be doing, business ideas. That's what we have been doing. Like especially, as you know, here in Kuwait, there are some people that they don't have documents, but maybe they are failing to access banks in back home.
Okay.
So we have been trying to engage banks back home to accept those people, or those who have papers, those who don't have papers, so that they should have account that they can be saving their money here back home. We have been doing that, and it has been working smoothly. People are registering, and the banks we have been engaging the bank and coming with our platform, talking to our community, our union, all Malawians about the accounts. So the people are accepting it, and they are opening the bank account so that they should be keeping something there.
All right. Okay. Before we come to the business aspects of the Malawian, okay, let me take you back to the embassy and the union. What relationship the embassy? What's the relationship actually the embassy have with the union?
Yeah, I can say the relationship is good for now. Maybe than before. I'm saying this because before, as we just entered into the office, we came in where there was a restriction about the movement, so we didn't have much time to go to the embassy to talk to them with the other stuff that hinders us here, or where we can improve as working together as a union and the embassy. Now our relationship is much good. We are very close. We talk to each other. If we have a problem, we talk to each other to solve the problem.
All right. Okay. Since you are the union is in the community, and then the embassy is far off from the community, how do the information pass through from the embassy to the community?
Yeah, we have the flow of information as embassy want to communicate with us. They give the information to the secretary to the embassy, pass it sometimes via me or sometimes via to our president. So the president or me, I have to take the information to the main group.
Okay.
Yes. If there is anything that Malawians have the say to, or have the ways to our embassy, it comes to us and we pass it to the embassy.
All right. Okay. Let's say this is the way the information pass through, and then in this particular forum, the means at which you pass your information to your particular the group, the opposition member, they are not in the group, and they are not in the WhatsApp forum.
Yeah.
So how will the information reach them also? Because they are not part of. They say they are not part. According to you, they are not part of the union.
Yeah, as I said, if it is the information want to reach every Malawian, mostly we know each other. If there are some of them, if they are not in this Malawian Union platform, maybe some they are in the football platform.
Okay.
So we pass the information in both sides, so that if you are not here, you should get the information to another side.
Okay, so the only recognized athletics is the football aspect that the union recognized and also recognized by the embassy?
Yes.
So there is no other organization being recognized by the union?
No, recently I can say it's only the football platform, because it's the only platform that is also well known to the embassy due to our activity that we engaged past years. That we won some medals, so we kept it in our embassy. So our team is very recognized with the embassy. That's why we say our union recognizes this football team.
All right. Okay. After the election, you guys started ruling the people. Then the dispute comes in. What actually the embassy is doing to settle this cause, to settle this dispute that is between the opposition and the present union, the present government?
Yeah, the thing is, the electoral body submitted the results to the embassy that this is our newly elected people that they will be in the office. Embassy accepted that. That's why they were trying to give us information if they have anything to give us. So it was us who go to the embassy again to say that we have this group that they don't want to be part of us. But as Malawians, we don't want to leave someone aside. So we are begging you, we are trying to engage you to be in this process of bringing those Malawians who are outside to be together with us. So the embassy assured us that in the meantime, after what they are working on, they will bring us together, maybe in the meeting, to discuss what is the best for us.
All right, the embassy has already promised to bring you guys together.
Yes.
Okay, since you guys took power since February, let me say it's 8 to 9 months now.
Yes.
All right, you have been in existence ruling the Malawi community. All right, then the embassy has promised. Before the saga, why did the embassy did not settle this score, this dispute that is between you guys?
The thing is, it's about the majority. Our union, we have a lot of majority than the other side. So I think sometimes you work for the benefit of the people, not only the individuals.
Okay.
So that's why maybe the embassy also suggested that they should work with us because we are the majority.
All right. So because you are the majority and the opposition, they are not the majority.
They are not majority. I think they don't even reach 50. So there's no need that we should get busy with those people maybe who are in less in numbers. Yeah, because our aim is to be together. So if the information being passed to maybe 150 people, it's better than maybe to be given to 50 people.
But the union is there for the people.
Yes.
All right. So since the union is there for the people, all right, the embassy has already promised to settle the scores. So what actually the union is also doing to settle the scores? Because we know since you are part of the executive, you just need to like you were not satisfied with the way people are treating you, but you will just accept the situation at which people are treating you for the benefit of not the individual, but for the benefit of the society, the Malawi, the flag, the Malawi as a whole, the country as a whole.
Yeah, the thing, as I said, it's we took this scenario to our embassy so that we should come together. It's us that we need them to be with us. It's not them who need us. If it could be them, it would be the one who maybe will go to the embassy that we need to be back to the group. But for us, as we are in the office, we want to work with everyone. So that's why we are trying our level best to be with them in every aspect that we will engage every Malawian.
All right. So what's the relationship between the president and the opposition?
Yeah, I can say maybe it will be in two ways. One as Malawian to a Malawian.
Okay.
Malawian brother to a Malawian brother. If you meet, some we are colleagues maybe at the workplaces. So when we meet, we chat as Malawians. But whenever it comes to the union, so I think the relationship is not that good. So that's why we are trying our level best to be together, to engage them in, so that when we see them as a union, we should see them as our brothers and sisters.
All right. Since you are the pen pusher, the secretary in the Malawi Union, what actually they are saying that the cause why they will not be part of the union? What are the causes that makes them not to be part of the union?
As far as I know, one of the things that they said is that they were saying that the person that they were competing with is not competent enough to them to be the leader of the Malawian community. But to be someone incompetent, it's about the majority. If it's about the voting, electing someone, it's a majority that votes, that puts you in power. It's not about someone's intellect to say you are capable, you are not. So they're just saying that you cannot be our president, but maybe it's me or it's this one who is eligible for the presidency. But if the majority says we want this one, Then that's it.
All right. Since we have not passed our through the constitution, and we don't know what is in the constitution, and then you are the secretary for the constitution. What are the criteria for someone to be to aspire for the president, the union president? What are those criteria?
Yeah, the first one was saying that one, you should be a Malawian.
Okay.
The second thing is that you should hold a valid residency, because as being a president, maybe you'll be engaged in the things that maybe will involve the police. So we don't want the president to be involved in the scenarios that is illegal in Kuwait. So the first thing, you should be Malawian. The second thing, you should hold the valid residence of Kuwait.
So why then the opposition is saying the present president is not competent? Because according to the constitution, the criteria that govern someone to apply for the position or to aspire for the position of the president. One, you said the person must have a valid civil ID,
yes.
And then second, the person should be
Malawian.
Malawian.
Yeah.
These two are just the criteria that you have.
Yes.
So why then the opposition is saying the present president is not competent for the position?
As you know, politics, you say bad things about your opponents. So, and the thing of being incompetent, we are friends.
Okay.
Politics aside, we are friends outside of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So I know my friend maybe more than someone who knows. So if I can say maybe this one is not eligible for me, I can maybe say it to my side. But if the majority says we want you to be our leader, so nobody can say no if the majority says yes.
All right. So after the commission team conducted the results, the election, and then the result comes out. So the opposition did not accept the results.
Well, we can say the opposition, it's the person who contested, and he came first. He came second.
Yeah.
That one we consider him as the opposition. But those who dropped before the election, we just consider them as anyone who can be in the union, but we don't consider them as the opposition because they didn't contest.
All right. Okay. Before the rebranding, after rebranding the union, how many people aspired for this particular position?
There was 3 people.
3.
Yes.
All right. So the 2 are fortunate to be part in the process of the election.
Yes.
So why did the one back off?
The thing is, there were disagreement about the constitution writing.
Okay.
According to the group, we agree that from each party there should be representative chaired by the commission to write the constitution. So the other group went there with the mission of not to settle things for the mutual interest of Malawians, but just to be, their ideas should be held. So according to the majorities that were there, because I wasn't there, so those who were there representing the both parties, they agreed to what constitutions remains here currently. Though in the lighting processes, when they were lighting, those who did not agree to what was written in that time, they suggested that their candidate should pull out from the election race, so they did not take part in the election.
All right. And in the process of writing the constitution, is there been a committee that set by the embassy or the Malawi community set this committee to write the constitution?
No, it's only the Malawians that time who chosen the commission. It's the same Malawians that they suggested that from both sides they should have the representative that will be representing their parties and their people to have the constitution, so that the constitution should not favor one side.
Right. So after the constitution has been written, did they present the constitution to the embassy?
Yes, everything went to the embassy. The embassy was just waiting for the results. What concerned them much was that there should be one leader, and they work with that leader. That was the main purpose, because the constitution will not work for the embassy, will work for us Malawians.
Okay.
Yes.
So all the people that aspire for the union, that aspire for this particular position, they all accept the constitution.
Yes.
So why then now they are saying that the president is not competent, or why then they don't want to work with the president's union?
Then they say the president wasn't competent, but now they don't say that because what they were expecting, it did happen. We are working smoothly, so they just suggested maybe they should have their own part, because you know when you are in a competition, everybody wants to be a leader. So there is one leader at a particular time, so they want to be leaders for this moment, while the people that chooses the leaders say you cannot be the leader at this point in time. If you want to be leaders, maybe try the next time in future.
All right. So what actually we are they expecting?
Maybe they are expecting that if they pull off, the other people will not continue with the election, so that maybe they were maybe seeing themselves as superior to others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
To me, that's the reason that they say maybe, you know, when you have friends, you know, maybe you see yourself as superior than your friend. So maybe, for example, maybe you can have with your friend, okay, let's organize the function. We should go maybe to the beach.
Okay.
So if I say maybe if I will say I will not go there, my friends will say maybe I will not go because maybe I'm influential with the group.
Okay.
So they were expecting that to happen. So people, we didn't go for what they were expecting. We went another side.
So been said by the embassy that they will try to see how best they will reconcile you guys. You know, how they will bring you guys back together. So what is the actual time that the embassy puts, or after the saga, or after this whole saga that is happening right now in the state of Kuwait?
No, this is just happened recently, but we have been working with that. We had 2 meetings with the embassies. One of the issue, it was concerning this issue of engaging the other group, but inshallah, anytime soon, God allows, we'll be together. We have that hope.
All right, that's what we are all expecting, because
Yeah.
we need unity in the state of Kuwait,
Yes,
and then we need unity amongst us all. Don't forget this Cartel Airwaves Online Television with your favorite program, Community Hour. If you never follow us here, just go on Facebook, type Cartel Airwaves Online TV, and also on Instagram, Cartel Airwaves Online TV, on TikTok, Cartel OTV 123, and also on YouTube, Cartel Airwaves Online Television. And I'm your host for this particular session, Abdul Rahim Kagu. Let me bring in back my guest. You know, he is the secretary, Abdul Razak. He is the secretary for the Malawi Union, the present union right now in the state of Kuwait. And as been said by him, there are so many things that he has opened up to us all, and there are so many things that he has disclosed to us all. You know, I'm seeing so many comments are coming inside, but I'm really sorry you are sending your text message through your own language. But after the program, we try our best to respond to those messages. We'll try our best to respond to those messages. Let me bring back again Abdul Razak. Abdul Razak, let's come to the business aspect, because we don't have enough time right now. Because, you know, since Cartel Airwaves has been formed, this is the first time for us to bring in the Malawi Union in this in our airwaves. This is the Cartel Airwaves Online Television. Welcome again to Cartel Airwaves Online Television.
And we thank you for having us here, so that we should create some thoughts that some other people we are having about Malawians here in Kuwait. We really appreciate this opportunity.
All right, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, this Cartel Airwaves Online Television with your favorite program, Community Hour. We are in with our camera right now to see how best we bring in all the unions here in Kuwait, because we spoke with the Sierra Leone Union, and then we have also the Cameroon Union. We are trying our best also. Then we have the the then PRO for the Ghanaian Union, and also we are trying our best to see how best we bring the union, the active Ghanaian Union right now in the airwaves, and now we have the Malawi Union, and after the Malawi Union, we try our best again to bring in another union because Cartel Airwaves is not based for only Sierra Leone, even though 70% of the staff in the airwaves they are Sierra Leonean, but we're not just based on Sierra Leone because this is a community radio and a community TV. So that's why we seek the interest of all Africans living in the state of Kuwait. Mr. Razak, based on the business aspect, because you see, my concern, I care about us, the men, but I care mostly for our sisters, even though the percentage of the Malawians staying here in Kuwait is very less. Yeah, right. In a business aspect, because I was having a friend from Malawi, but now he's no more here in Kuwait. And then, I interact mostly with the Malawians. And then he was complaining that he want to do a shipment, but there was no access or no individual those days before Corona, no individual to do the shipment for him. And because he bought a lot of stuff that he wanted to ship back home. So what the union actually is doing for those people?
Yeah, now recently, I'm glad that you have engaged in that issue here. We are working on that. Recently, I've been helping myself, other people, especially ladies, those who don't have papers. If they have cargo to ship it back home, I'm trying my level best to tell them what they can do to send their things, their stuff back home. There is this agents that they are sending goods to Malawi, but maybe the only problem, the only challenge that a lot of Malawians face is the custom duty back home, not here. Here, if you send your stuff, you just pay your money about your kilos and the airport fee. So a lot of Malawians, they say maybe the custom duty back home is too much, so that's why if they have something they want to send it back home, they are reluctant. Maybe this one might cost too much than the actual price that I've bought this stuff. So it's the thing that hinders us now. We are trying to engage our embassy as our parents to talk to the authorities back home about the custom duty, that we have some small stuff maybe for the businesses. They should talk to them so that the price should be fair, so that everybody who have stuff here want to send it home, it will be much easier.
Right. So presently, as you said, you are assisting in that particular aspect. So sorry, since you guys are trying to see how best the custom will favor you guys, what actually the embassy is doing based on this particular aspect?
Okay, the thing is, we have to differentiate to Malawi and other countries, especially Sierra Leone.
Okay.
In Sierra Leone, you have maybe access to the sea, that you have ship there.
Okay.
But in Malawi, it's a landlocked country that if you want to send things by sea, we have to rely on other neighboring countries, which is sometimes difficult. But the only way is maybe using air cargo, which is expensive than the sea cargo.
Okay.
So that's why most of Malawians, they say it's difficult for us to send things back home. So we are trying to discuss these issues to our embassies so that they can take these things to the authorities back home. Especially if we can send things via sea cargo, should be the trusted people, to those who can be like our middlemen, to have our stuff from the Tanzania, Mozambique, or Zambia, so that the things should go back home safely.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anything that will come there positive, we will share with the Malawians, anyone who want to be part of this process.
All right. So the process is still ongoing.
Yes, the process is still there.
All right. Okay. Let me bring now to the finance aspect. We are here to work, and then we are here to earn money. Our sisters that are working inside, that they want to send money back home, and also our brothers that are outside that they want to send money back home. How this process is being held?
Normally, we have the agents that they are working on that. We have, like here in Kuwait, we have a lot of agents that we can send back home money. But we have maybe some friends that they are doing these businesses. But normally, to say the truth, it's not legal business sending back money home. Like maybe if you have some KDs, I have some money back home. You can give me your KDs, I will give you money back home.
Okay.
Which is mostly like illegal. It's not advisable to do that.
Okay.
You have to go via the proper channels, like the registered agents, those who send money. Those, if you send via them, which means they can't also benefit from them, like the outside currencies, especially dollars. If you send money via maybe here, example like Al-Mula, Al-Muzaim, Western Union, and MoneyGram. If you send the money via these people, these agents, Malawi benefits a lot in the foreign currencies. But we have our friends that they use their chances here, like they have money back home, they need KDs here, like they want to do business, maybe to buy some stuff, to send it home. They just requested some KDs from our Malawian brothers, and they gave them the money back home.
All right. For the benefit of for our borders that don't have ID, civil ID, so this channel, is it recognized by the union that if I want to do a barter system, let's say I have my own money, my own currency back home, my own money back home, I'll collect the money from you and then do a business?
Yeah, there are some people inside our group that they do such businesses, and we have never seen anyone complaining that maybe someone has taken his or her money, and he or she did not get the real value of the money that they were agreed.
Right. So these people that are doing this business, are they part of the union or they are working hand in gloves with the union?
No, they are just part of the union, but we can't say that they are part and parcel to the executive now. But they are Malawians, they are inside the union.
Being recognized by the union?
Yes.
All right. So the union approved them all?
We cannot say we have approved them, but we have never received any complaint from our community that there is a fraud of money or any laundering within us, that maybe someone has been taking the money and he did not get the money back.
All right, okay. During the old saga that is going on now right now in Kuwait, how many times did the union take up their activities to visit the police station, the shelter, the hospital, and so many places that we know Africans and the Malawians are in there?
Yeah, especially like for the shelter, I've been there myself there. I was escorting a sister who were trying to go back home, and we thank God she is home now. So those people, like our friends who were in police custody, Malawian Union, we are trying on that. Some they have been going there to see them, what's their condition. Those who are going back to give them their bags. Everything is working well. It's going well.
All right, okay. This particular saga that just happened here in Kuwait, mostly we'll say 90% of Africans involved in this particular saga that happens in Kuwait. And we cannot able to count, or differentiate how many people from all countries. But Africans, Asia. They involve mostly. Let's talk about Africa because we are from Africans, yeah. So we'll not include Asians like the Indians and other Bangladesh. Will not include them. All right. We know that 8% of Africans are involved in this present saga that is going on right now in the state of Kuwait. So what the union is doing towards this particular saga?
Yeah, being an African here in Kuwait, especially Asia, you are the first suspect.
Okay.
If the police just see you as an African, they see you maybe you are a drug seller, you are engaged maybe in alcohol or even prostitution. So we are trying our level best to counsel our community that if there is anyone who is engaged in this stuff that is illegal in Kuwait, they should maybe at this point in time think twice. They should think something which is legal and should be engaged in that, because if you are being caught maybe with alcohol, you are drunk, especially these alcohol and drug issues, is very serious offenses here. So it's a direct thing that maybe I can say maybe it will be fair enough if you will be sent back home. But if you find cruel people, cruel police people, it's the case that you can be jailed for. So we are working on that, telling those who are engaging with those stuff, with illegal things, that they should stop these things, or if they are doing that, they should think twice, because the police, they are not they are taking these things seriously.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. My viewers want to know if Kuwait embassy is in Malawi. If Kuwait have their embassy also in Malawi.
No, we don't have actual embassy of Kuwait in Malawi, but we use the embassy that it is in Zimbabwe and Tanzania, if I'm not mistaken. But I know much about the Zimbabwean. So, but they just came to Malawi that they want to work with us. So if there is issue concerning the embassy of Kuwait, we use those in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. But somebody now, like I'm from Malawi and my passport gets expired. So what actually the union is doing based on that?
Yeah, that thing. We have been receiving those complaints from several people. So it's not the thing that the union can do it on their own.
Okay.
We have to engage in the embassy. So we took the matter to the embassy, and they have been trying us with those things that they know. Normally, most of the African countries, the embassies, they don't produce passport as the other embassies do.
Okay.
So we have been advised that whenever we see that our passport is near getting expired, maybe we should go back home and renew our passport and come back. Or else there is the other thing that maybe we have to use DHL and other stuff, that the embassy here will just sign the paper and send it back home to immigration officers that my passport is expired. I need a new passport, and if they verify the process, you get your passport done.
All right. If the process is being verified, so let's say now I'm also from Malawi.
Yeah.
You know, I like to give reference to my own self. I'm from Malawi, and I don't want to go back home. And then my passport has been or close to the time of expiry. Is there no other means? Because why I'm referring the question to you, the union and the embassy work closely.
Yeah.
You know, and then what the union is with the people, and the embassy is far off. The embassy got their information from the union.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, they have their own. They get information from other source, but they rely on the union because the union is approved by the embassy. Let's say I'm from Malawi, and then my passport is the expiry date of my passport is closed, and I don't want to go back home. And I don't have money to DHL.
Yeah, it's passport is a sensitive thing, so you cannot just trust anyone to have your passport to be given here. It's somehow risky. It's a government thing, so you have to take it seriously. So when we took the matter to the embassy, they advised us that the thing is, maybe if you don't have maybe transportation to go back home for the renewal of the passports, you have to go to the embassy. Embassy is very near to us here. It's in Shohada. You have to go there. They will give you some papers. You have to send it maybe via online to Malawian immigration back home.
Okay.
There, you have your passport done. Maybe if you have your friend coming here, if there's possibility that that person can have your passport, I think that's the best way. But the most advised way is, I think, to use those reliable sources like DHL and other stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the advice from the embassy.
Yeah.
All right. Also, that's the advice from the union also.
Yes.
Because we don't have enough time right now in our studio, and then we'll try to see our best. Since you are the secretary in the present union right now, the year will try to see our best. We'll deal with the present union, and then the year will try to see our best. We'll try our best to see how best we incorporate the opposition, because since the opposition, they are not working with you. Based on what you said, they are not working with the present union. We try our best to see how best we'll bring in again the opposition, so that we will get their own part of this particular story, because we will need a society where all the union will be together, and all the aspirants, the people that aspire for the particular position, even though you won the position, or if you lose the position, you have your own idea that you bring in the union that will benefit the union also, because there is a saying that says our forefathers, they usually say two better heads are better than one. When you comes together, agreed on certain things, it will be like boom. But the mathematics people always say, if one person could take 1 hour to cultivate a plot of land, how many hours 3 or 4 people could take? It's if we all comes together, it will be that too much of easy for us here in Kuwait, because we all know the situation now we are going through in the state of Kuwait. But we have, as Africans, we just need to work hand in hand, just like he said, Mr. Razak said. They are also trying to see how best they will work with other unions here in Kuwait. Like if opportunity comes for Malawi, they will relate. It's not only based on Malawians. They will relate the information to the other unions, so that they will benefit. If the opportunity comes also for the other union, they will relate the information also to to the Malawians. Also, let there be a body of all the unions in one aspect, so that if something bad is about to happen, there should be a spread of information to all the unions, so that they will advise us that are not part of the executive, even though we are all part of the union. And if you are saying you're not part of the union, try very hard to be part of the union, because something big is about to come. So, all right, Mr. Razak, let's come to the recruiting aspect, because we don't have time right now in our studio. And since we are now working with also with the union, we'll try our best. We'll be bringing you the union in our frequent programs. Let's come to the recruiting aspect. Because I saw. I'm that kind of person that likes online stuff. I like to go through the pages of people, and I saw the recruitment. Malawians are bringing in people also here in Kuwait. Are they the union recognize those people that are bringing in people here in Kuwait? Are they recognized by the union and the embassy?
According to my knowledge, I think 2 or not 3 agents back home that they do the recruitment process,
Okay.
which is verified by the embassy here and Home Affairs back home. But
Okay.
especially to the, we have visa categories.
Yeah.
Category 20 is much difficult now, and we had problems. Those who went to Oman working under the visa 20. So they were having a lot of problems. So the government suggested that they should close the visa 20. So we have problems with the visa 20. But the visa 18 is still, I think, open. And past 2 days, I think some Malawians have arrived again, which means it's still working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these people that are doing the recruitment process, are they recognized by the union? Or the union is doing the recruitment process?
No. The union is not part of the recruitment process. The recruitment process is about the company and the agent back home.
Okay.
For us, union here is about just to accept those who are here, they are from Malawi, just to say you are welcome. These are your brothers, these are your sisters. If you have any problem, if you have any issues, please leave it to us. We should know where to take your issue to. Because whenever you are new in a place, you have to have those who were there before you, so that they should help you in that aspect.
All right. Okay. Let's say if the people that are doing the recruitment process, they are back home, and then has there been no complaint to the union that that is what they said I should come and do. Nevertheless, what they told me that I'm doing something else.
No recently, nothing like that.
Okay.
But maybe in the future we might be having such complaints, and we will see at that point in time that we should how to handle that process. But now we don't have a problem with that. A lot of people that are coming here with the contract that they have when coming here, I think almost it's the same that they are doing here.
All right,
so we don't have a problem.
These people that are bringing in, that are recruiting back home, they're working with the embassy?
Yeah, like I said, only I think few of the agencies are working with the embassy.
Okay.
But I've just heard that there are some people here who are Malawians. They are trying to bring in their relatives, their friends here, but without maybe the knowledge of the government back home. That's why they're giving problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since we don't have enough time in our studio, what would we want to say to our viewers, your viewers, the Malawi society, and also the African society that are watching us right now?
First, my message should go to the Malawians community that wherever you are, Kuwait nowadays is not like before. If you don't have papers, Kuwait is a problem. So please stay safe. If you are doing anything which is illegal, stay out of that, because police is not joking nowadays. There's checking in each and every governorate area. There is checking. So please, whenever you are going out, don't have beer with you. Don't have drugs. If you have, please leave it maybe at your home. Don't travel with alcohol if you are an alcoholic person. If you are a drug person, don't
abstain from it.
Okay. Abstain from it. My advice to the African as large is that, being an African, especially black Africans. We have Africans that they are not black. I know that.
Yeah.
So those like black Africans, we are like the first suspect. If the police just see us, they have to stop us, to search us if we have the drug or alcohol. So we just have to be safe, to be watchful in everything that is happening, because we're in the time that racism is at the top. We are at the time that the job is especially with our ladies, the jobs they are not there, those who don't have papers. So we are just engaging them that if you have job, please maintain your job, do it well, so that you should not be jobless at the time, at this point in time that the job is a scarcity in Kuwait.
Okay.
Yes, that's my message.
All right, so can you tell the Malawi society about the contribution before you say goodbye to all our viewers that are watching us?
Yeah, my fellow Malawians, our contributions are going well, smoothly. I just urge you that we should continue contributing to this project, that we should have a lot of funds, so that whenever we have activity or we have problems, this money should cover to that. Just remember that if you feel sick, the union will have 40% of your hospital bill, which means, like, for example, if you have to pay 100 KD to the hospital, the union will come in and help you with 40 KD, which is much better than just to pay 100 KD on yourself. If one of your siblings, or maybe your father, you have lost your mother, the embassy will come, the union will come there to cover some little amount of money. You know, there are some things that we don't expect, and it just comes in maybe in times of that we don't have anything. So if you be continuing paying, contributing to this, we will see the fruits in future.
All right. So, what will be your final last message based on this platform, Cartel Airwaves Online Television?
My last thought is that all Africans, wherever you are, please subscribe to the channel, the Cartel Airwave, and please, if you have any information about anything about Kuwait, like the jobs, any opportunity that will be the benefit to the African community, please share with your friends. You know, like nowadays we have our brothers, our sisters that they don't have a job. So with the life in Kuwait, life is expensive now. To pay rent, to eat, it's not easy. So if you have any opportunity about the job or any businesses, please share with your friend, and please look after those friends who are not feeling well and those who don't have a job. We are all Africans. We are all one. We are wishing that we should be together, united. No any disunited among us.
All right. That's the voice of Mr. Razak, and that's how we are coming to the end of this particular program. Don't forget this Cartel Airwaves Online Television with your favorite program, Political Hour. We are really sorry the particular person for this program is not around, but nevertheless we are all versatile. That's why you see I stepped in, because the flyer that was going around social media, our journalist is not around based on 1-2 activities, because I'm the presenter for the celebrity hour and the entertainment aspect. But I jumped into his footsteps because we are all working as a team. We are all working together. This Cartel Airwaves Online Television with your favorite program. You know, I used to say, what's cooking in the celebrity world? Yes, as we get from, we just heard from Mr. Razak. Please let's follow the page once, and also we get from Mr. Razak. You know, let's come together because we are all Africans. You know, we don't need to be like fighting each other. There should be no disputes between ourselves. You know, if we all agreed and we all work together unanimously, there will be achievements at the end of the tunnel, and there will be achievements at our goal. You know, because if we come together as Africans, you know, let's unify the African community here in Kuwait. Even though Kuwait have their own priests, their own laws, they have their own mandates, but we will not go above their mandates. But if we have the unity, you know, most of the things that are happening now will not be happening. Just like as he said, let's be our brothers and sisters keeper. If you see your brother is going a way that you don't like, advise him. You know, or advise if you see your sister is going away that you don't like, that will be like giving a bad repetition or a bad name to the Africans as a whole. Because you know, when one African does something, they will not say this person is from Malawi, this person is from Sierra Leone, or this person is from Cameroon. They will say African. You know, African has started misbehaving. They will not indicate that particular country. You know, we are here in Kuwait. We know exactly what is going on. So let's try to put up the name of all Africans. Let's try to raise up the flag of all Africans back at the top. You know, because most of the things now that are going on, you know, people are shouting for jobs, but immediately you say you are from Africa, they will say no. You know, immediately you say, because if an individual committed something, they will not point a finger at that individual. They will just point the finger at all Africans. So please, we are giving also the short of advice to all Africans that are watching us right now. As Cartel Airwaves is trying very hard to include all the unions, so that we'll bring them in the airwaves. They will talk to the African community in the state of Kuwait. Don't forget also to follow us on our Facebook page and also on TikTok and also on YouTube. This is how we are going to bring the courtesy of this particular program. Bye bye and tata, till we meet again for another edition.